Can you see? Can you guess what activity that people spend most of their time on during their lifetime? Yes, you're right. It is sleep. And the second activity, can you guess?
Working.
No. Working, yes. Unfortunately, it is work. Let's suppose we work from age 26 to 65. That makes 40 years. And let's suppose we work 10 hours a day and 5 days per week. That means we spend 107,600 hours for work in a lifetime. When I was young, maybe 5 years old, my dream was to be a dentist. Because when I went to dental office, and that time I had a crush on the dentist and the smell of the office. Yes, it's weird though. Yes, that time I decided to be a dentist because of the smell and him. And how about you? What was your dream when you were a child? Maybe your dream was to be a soccer player or a painter or the owner of a pizza store. Then why did you choose that professions? Just because you thought soccer players were cool, or you liked drawing, or you wanted to eat pizza every day? Some of you guys already have a job, and some do not have a job yet. But everyone has a job which is in their mind. Why did you choose your job you now have, and why do you want your future job? What is your criteria? Is it different from when you're a child? I can say you have one more criterion, which is money. Almost everyone chooses their job according to how much money they can make, how well they can do it, how much they like it. However, I'd like to tell you one more criterion. That is, how you can change the world with your job. Maybe you will think it's weird. It sounds weird, thinking how to change the world when you choose a job. However, it doesn't mean big change. What I mean is one single small change. When I was in Korea, I attended a very small church. It didn't special, but the minister was very special. He had little money, but he had a passion and dream of loving neighbor. He was a leader of coal bank in that area, which is Pohang. Do you know about coal bank? No. Let me explain what the coal bank is. It is a non-profit organization that helps people by donating and delivering blocks of coal to neighbors, which uses blocks of coal to heat up the houses. Every Sunday, all members of church were let to go volunteering with him, especially when winter was coming. We carried coals by hand, and for poor elderly people, it was really hard because I thought it would be 1 kilogram or 2 kilograms, but it was 3.6 kilograms, and we carried more than 700 blocks of coal a day, at least 700 blocks of coal a day. Yes, my face turned to gray because of the ash, and my shoulders were really sore. But I felt it is worth volunteering, and I could feel how much he influenced to his neighbor. He's not Bill Gates, he's not Barack Obama, he's only small church's minister, but he is changing the world little by little. He makes someone can stay warmer in winter, and he makes someone can help their neighbors. He's encouraged me that I can do change it as well as he does. Many people think there are some ranks between jobs. In Korea, 사람인 employment poll had a survey about perspective of occupations, and 52% of adults said there are some ranks between jobs. And furthermore, 58.2% of respondents said they measured others by their jobs. For example, CEO, doctors, lawyers are considered as high-paying jobs. On the other hand, janitors, servers, and construction workers are considered as low-paying jobs. According to these thoughts, some envy other people's jobs, and the other look down on their jobs. And also, parents want their children to get the high-paying job, and it leads children to have a bias about jobs. I can say it is today's caste. Everyone struggles to be on the upper place. It's time to change this vertical relationship to horizontal one. Then how can you change it? How can you change it? You have to keep in mind that you can change the world. There is no job that does not influence to the world. They just influence in different ways. There is such a, let's suppose you're a server. It seems like you can't change the world, but let me see. Your coworker can be influenced by your help. Your customer can be influenced by your help, your kindness, and your boss, even your boss, can be influenced by your sincereness. It means you can make their day. They are your neighbor, and neighbor is the world. You affect your neighbor and change your neighbor and change the world. There is such a saying: all occupations are honorable, equally honorable. Honor of job depends on what mindset you prepare for this work, not on which job it is. Thus, if you're aware of that, you can change the world, the perspective of job, and criteria of choosing a job will be different. And the prejudice of job will disappear. I never thought about it before I got to Handong University, in which the slogan is, "Why not change the world?" When I heard it at first, it is impossible that I can change the world, because I was just a student who was not special, who had no power to change the world. I thought I was not an influential person. Maybe 2 years later, I could understand what the slogan means, and I've impressed with it. I realized that every moment I influence many people, and I'm impressed by people too. One of my seniors gave me a small gift and a sharing letter at exam weeks. I'm touched, and I did it to my junior colleagues, and they did it to their junior colleagues too. And when my friends knew that I supported a Haitian child, they started to support children and donate money. I learned that it is what the slogan means, and I asked myself, how can you change the world in a better way? What is the best way? And one great idea came into my mind. Everyone has a job, which is in their mind. Everyone, yes. Someone is working now, and some will work. So let's change the world with jobs. I was a general girl who thought there was ranks between jobs, even though I learned that every job is honorable. My dream was to be a surgeon, but now my dream is not about job. My job is about my life direction. Influence people by my goodness. I was really impressed with it, and I think it's time to spread. If only people who are sitting here would change their mind about their job, I strongly believe, the world could become a better place. Although the change is too small to be noticed, one small spark can lead to a big flame. Let's go back to beginning. What do you want to do for those 107,600 hours? Whatever you choose to be, why not change the world? Thank you.